But yeah, you know.
Great way to start this week's episode.
Dude, I'm fucking super into it. It is a great way to start this episode because today we're talking about, lore-wise, the funeral maker himself.
The funeral maker?
The Scourge. No, I don't know if Scourge is the right word. Yeah, I guess the Scourge of the Enclave? If he works for the Enclave? Talking about the Fuckbringer. A man who shoves his fist so deep into your rectum and then makes you say thank you. Do you know what we're talking about?
Can I guess?
Sure.
Is it going to be a Mr. Horrigan?
It is a Mr. fucking Franklin Horrigan.
Me, Frank Horrigan. That's who. United States Secret Service. You aren't going anywhere from here.
Hell yeah.
Fucking, okay, so...
This one we've been waiting on.
Yeah.
This one's been on deck for a while.
This one, I actually knew some of the lore incorrectly. I heard something differently, so I learned a little something. This is a character that, to me, is, like, so built up that I really wanted to make sure I did this right. So I'm just going to read what I have. This is episode 80, by the way.
Wow.
And I get all my lore off of the Fallout Wiki, fallout.wiki.com. The Enclave's finest instrument of warfare. Kind of an ultra super mutant. He was witnessed laughing off plasma rifle fire and ripping death claws and armed humans in half with his bare arms. Born in 2211, one of the Enclave's finest soldiers, his low intelligence made him extremely loyal to the President, the Enclave, and the armed forces. Again, his low intelligence allow him to rise through the ranks, becoming part of the President's Secret Service in his 20s. His career did not last long, though. Horrigan was a monster even before his FEV I don't want to say treatment, but the FEV experiments that were done onto him. He had various psychological problems. That later led to a transfer to Wasteland Operations in 2236 after an undisclosed psychological blunder.
An undisclosed psychological blunder?
This is like this. He was such a fucking animal. He should have been lobotomized.
Jesus.
Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, he was next to the President of the Enclave, which I'll put a picture of him here, or I'll move it around or something. Like, he was part of his Secret Service. He probably fucking shot him. He probably shot a man in New Reno just to watch him die. You know what I mean? Like, he did some foul shit.
And then the President was just like, yeah, actually, why don't you stand a little bit to the left?
Yeah. Also, as I'm doing this, I put a new light bulb in my fan, like my fan ceiling setup. So the past fucking, I don't know, 30-something episodes, I didn't realize I was in the dark. So
the lighting in this room is terrible, so I have
we can switch.
Just blank white screens on my right and left. Actually, not on my left.
Just to
better light my face.
So, all right. His unit was tasked with capturing Wastelanders to use as slave labor in the excavation of the Mariposa military base. In September 2236, slaves began to dig through Mariposa, removing tons of rock. Unprotected Wastelanders were exposed to low levels of FEV in the ruins after the base self-destructed. Horrigan was exposed to this virus and was later sent to the oil rig for study. 2 years, Horrigan was under Enclave experiments. Kept under heavy sedation, he was heavily operated on and studied. He would have occasional bloody incidents when he happened to regain his consciousness. So this dude was being exposed to FEV and was already a fucking monster, right?
Jeez Louise.
Being exposed to FEV, becoming stronger, faster, more agile, fucking more
just
durable.
Became the perfect storm.
Yeah, he's just like if Hurricane Katrina and the earthquake that hit Haiti had a child and it was raised by 9/11. Like, that's what Frank Horrigan is.
Hold on. Can I get that again, but with like kinetic text?
What do you mean for kinetic text?
Like, it pops up on the screen as you say it.
Are you gonna do this?
If I have to.
Okay, alright. Hurricane Katrina
Okay.
and the earthquake that hit Haiti had a baby, and then the baby was raised by 9/11.
That's beautiful.
That's what Frank Horrigan is. He's the fucking walking fuck rammer. Where did I leave off? He gradually transformed into a super mutant, and he had an impressive strength and single-mindedness. The Enclave surgeries... the Enclave surgeons tested and genetically engineered and psychologically tweaked him with injections of modified FEV that led to further mutations. Because of a unique genetic mutation derived from the classic Mariposa super mutant stock. So there's a few different versions of super mutants. There's Mariposa.
So he's just like cocktailed up.
Yes. There's master super mutants, which are like the FEV from Mariposa, I'm pretty sure, like that type of FEV. There's another form of mutant that I forget the actual name for. There's Masters mutants, FEV mutants. This strain that Frank Horrigan is, DC and Boston have their own strain just because of like where they are. But it's all pretty much FEV, just slightly changed. It's like how Resident Evil has
Coke
the T-virus.
versus Diet Coke.
Kind of. I was going to
say
say
Coke and Pepsi.
No, I would say it's more like syrup, like the syrup that makes those sodas. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Because it's kind of like how Resident Evil has the T-virus, but then the T-virus has modifications or mutations to it. Like, I know there's the T-virus, but I think there's also like a K somewhere. Can you Google what's the virus from Resident Evil 7? Real quick.
Nope.
Okay.
It just says mold.
Oh, it's just called the mold?
Yeah.
Okay, then it doesn't have a derivative or whatever, because I know that there's a bunch of different viruses from Thing, but it is referred to in the game as the mold, or molders are the monsters or the zombies, whatever. Great game. Fucking play it. If you have a Vive and you don't have it, and it bothers me. All right, so January 2239, Horrigan's tests begin to run dry. It is suggested to use him as a field operative again. The Enclave implements various different types of psychological manipulation on Horrigan to make him think even more loyally, if that's a word, to make him more loyal toward the president and the Enclave.
They Clockwork Oranged him?
I guess, yeah. I mean, it wasn't like his loyalty wasn't already there, but they just kind of like really fucking drove it home.
Yeah, like they fanaticized him.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. And his low intel, further damaged by the FEV virus, allowed him to progress easily, for the whole process to easily take root into his system, I guess. March 27th, 2239, Horrigan is sealed within his power armor, custom manufactured to fit his massive physique. Now, there's a picture that I'm going to put on screen. He's like 12 feet tall. Sorry, 11 plus 1 feet tall, if not bigger. There's a picture of what humans in power armor, super mutants, and then Horrigan looks like. And he's
just like a scale. Or like...
He's huge. He's massive. I have a picture on my computer that I'm going to put on screen.
He's an absolute unit.
Absolutely. I originally heard that Horrigan was in Mariposa and he fell into a vat of FEV in his armor. So the armor fused to his skin. That was wrong. If I've said that on the show before, I apologize. The armor was custom made and fitted to him. After a number of horrifically successful field tests, he became
horrifically
successful. He became the Enclave's problem solver. 3 years of experiments caused a new form of super mutant, towering above humans. His power armor is quite literally his life. It is grafted to his skin, and constantly injects him with drugs and other stabilizing agents. He also has cybernetics built into him. He has a bionic eye, arm control mechanisms, and leg rotors. Now, when I heard that his suit, his armor, is his life force, the first fucking thing I thought of was, what happens if you take off that mask? It would hurt. You look like a big guy. You fuck that movie. Fuck the third Batman movie. Yeah, but despite his appearance, he does not consider himself a mutant, nor does any of the Enclave. Now, this is that fucking fucked up government, like, oh, it's bad, but it's only bad when it's against us type shit.
Like propaganda.
Yeah. They don't look at Horrigan, the dude who is I don't want to say it's their Lanius.
Yeah, it's their Lanius.
But it's kind of like their Lanius, because if anything, it should be that Lanius is Caesar's Horrigan, you know what I mean? But like, if you've never played 2 and you've played New Vegas, this is the Enclave's Lanius.
Yeah.
He's not looked at as a mutant, he's looked at as an experiment.
He's an asset. Yeah.
Yeah, but no, he's a mutant. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Without a doubt, he's a mutant.
Yeah, absolutely. Soldiers thought of him as an enigma, genetically engineered cybernetic freak. Horrigan was extensively deployed to the waste, tasked with resolving any situations that may affect the Enclave, hunting down people with knowledge, killing Deathclaws at Vault 13, and killing Matthew at the San Francisco Brotherhood of Steel bunker following the acquisition of the Vertibird plans. By 2242... In 2242, this is the year Fallout 2 takes place, he was killed at the hands of the Chosen One after the invasion of the Enclave oil rig and causing the meltdown. He had an escape plan, but the Chosen One quite literally blew him in half. When you kill him in the game, I don't know if
I've seen the kill animation.
If I can't find the GIF, I'll try to find a little video and clip it quick.
It's brutal.
If I can't find it, I apologize. Normally it's on the wiki, like the death animations, especially from the older games. He gets fucking blown in half and crawls towards the Chosen One as to say, like, I'm not dead. And he says, I'm going to butch it, but it's something Semper Fi, which is the Marines...
Yeah.
logo, which is shortened for Semper Fidelis, which means like all... I'm gonna read it because there's a few things that I have to go off the wiki for because it's fucking bananas and I want to read it out loud, and I want to make sure I'm getting it right, and my handwriting is awful, but hold on a second. Horrigan was a mutant, but always looked at as an experiment. He was a monster before the FEV. The Enclave soldiers considered him a walking nuke, something built by the Tech Boys. He stands 12 feet tall, taller and bulkier than anything else. He has modified... This is just like a quick recap, right? And he's a next-gen super mutant who is stronger, tougher, faster, and just plain meaner. Something that I thought was interesting is his strength, perception, endurance, charisma, intelligence, agility, and luck are all 10s.
Holy shit, you're right.
And his tag skills. Now, tag skills work a little differently in Fallout 1 and 2 than they do in 3, New Vegas, 4, and whatever the monstrosity that is 76 is. His tag skills are big guns, energy weapons, melee weapons, and unarmed. All of them are 185. Now, I know in Fallout 1 and 2 you can go past 100, and I've never maxed out a character. I don't know if 185 is the max, but if it is, I'm not surprised. If it's 200, I'm still not surprised.
His hit points.
Yeah, it's like 9999.
It's 999.
Yeah. He's the strongest, beefiest motherfucker in the entire... He's like... I don't think there's ever been anybody stronger than him. There's going to be a picture on screen for... what's the board game? The Fallout board game.
The tabletop?
Yeah. Is it just called, like, Fallout Tabletop, or is it, like...
I don't remember.
Whatever the board game is... let me see if there's a picture of it I can see quick. Wasteland Warfare. There's a picture that I'm going to have on screen of a figure, a Horrigan figure, and he's standing. You gotta be kidding me! He's standing on a motherfucking Deathclaw.
This is cool,
isn't it? Fucking crazy.
Yeah.
So the guy who voices Frank Horrigan is the same dude as the voice of Marcus, Michael Dorn. There's just some quotes that I want to tell you because they're fucking brutal. One of them is my favorite.
Dumping the FEV toxin into our air doesn't make you a hero. You're just another mutant that needs to be put down. Making our reactor melt down means that things are going to be pretty hot in here soon. Pity you won't live long enough to see it. You're not a hero. You're just a walking corpse.
That fucking gave me chills like you wouldn't understand. Yeah, so, okay, here's when you kill him. He goes, you haven't won
here. You and your muty bastard friends are gonna join me in a big old mushroom cloud send-off. I just triggered the self-destruct.
The work will go on. You didn't do nothing.
The work will go on. You didn't do nothing here except seal your own death warrants.
Honor.
Duty.
Courage. Semper
Honor.
Fi.
Courage. Semper Fi.
And then dies. And then he fucking dies. Jeez. So I have the voice clips. I might cut myself out saying that, and the voice clips might be there. But he's the fucking man, dude. He's the fuck bringer. He's so fucking tight. He's so cool.
I didn't realize how, like, complex and cool he was.
Yeah.
Holy
shit. From the Fallout Bible. What the heck was a Frank Horrigan? A super mutant power armor? A cybernetic enhanced human? A robot? A cybernetically enhanced robotic super mutant and power armor? Also, if he was mutated, why did the Enclave put up with him? Did they make a distinction between FEV-inducted mutation and radiation-inducted mutation? That's from Richard Gray.
Wow.
Wait, isn't Richard Gray the Master?
I don't know.
Hold on a second.
Where'd you read that? I didn't see that at all.
It was at the bottom of the page. I'm also on fucking... Yeah, the Master. How the fuck would the Master know about him?
I don't know. I mean, his reputation probably preceded
the Master dies
death.
at the end of Fallout 1.
Yeah, but that's... Horrigan existed during his life.
No, you're not understanding... Hold on, what? No, he wouldn't. Because Horrigan's... I just said what year he was born. He was born like 2211, right? And Fallout 2 takes place 80 years after... takes place 80 years after Fallout 1, right? Born 2211. How would Richard Gray know about him? I don't understand that.
The Master died in 2162. That's 50 years of their lives overlapping.
2162?
Yes.
No, but... Really?
Yes. The canonical year of the Master's death is 2162.
2162. No, he wouldn't be born, my friend. 2162, right?
Mm-hmm.
Horrigan's not born until 2211.
Oh, I thought it was 211.
No. Oh. Yeah. So how the fuck does he know that? This is going to bother the McShit out of me.
Don't worry about it. The Fallout Bible is...
It's like considered canon, but it's not.
Picks and chooses.
Yeah, well, yeah. All right.
What else is new?
He's super fucking cool. There's actually... there's a random encounter you can come across in Fallout 2 where you can find him trying to grab Wastelanders, and he's like, come on. And like they say like, we're not working with you, and then he just fucking kills them. And you can just like walk in
come
on this.
across him and he murders people.
Yes. Fucking outrageous.
I assume you have a chance to escape.
I think so. It didn't say whether you could or couldn't, but you can kind of watch
just ends there.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Man, this is really cool.
He's the man. He's the fucking man. He's the coolest, like, he's one of the coolest bad guys ever. And
yeah,
he's very fleshed out. It's not just, I'm bad for sake of bad. Like, one of my favorite things about Lanius is he doesn't agree with Caesar necessarily.
But he agrees with like Caesar's Legion as a way to go forward with the future of society.
Maybe he's really, from what I understand, he's really only there because Caesar saved his life.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? So, like, if Caesar's like, all right, everybody stop. Everybody stop. We're just going to give out hand jobs. Like, that's it.
Yeah.
No more crosses. You can do drugs. No more slaves. Everyone's getting a handy dandy. He'd be like, our way true to Kaiser. Like, you know what I mean? Like, he'd be like, yes, on board. And I, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
What happens if Caesar dies? Like, does Lannius take control? But does Lannius want to do it? Do you have anything you'd like to say about...
I doubt it.
Would you like to say anything about Frank Horrigan?
Yeah, he's kind of the fucking coolest. He is the bringer of death.
He's the Lucio of Fallout 2, if I can be so bold.
That's kind of bold. I don't know. He doesn't seem that cool. He's more of, like, menacing cool as opposed to, like, being a freaking straight-up G. No, I think he's a very important character.
Yeah, I'm a fan. I'm always a fan of the bad guys.
Yeah, you are.
I am. I think that's everything that we got to say about Papa Frank.
This is Papa Frank?
You know, Frank.
Yeah, Frank.